Undercover investigation of 10 sexless couples: what sustains their relationships without sex. Feng Tang once participated in a reality show where he assigned tasks to 4 celebrity couples and provided comments. If a couple has sex fewer than 10 times a year, they are defined as being in a sexless marriage. In Japan, 35% of couples fall into this category. Urban populations have higher rates than rural ones, and large cities have higher rates than smaller cities. In Beijing, Shanghai, and Guangzhou, it is possible that half of all marriages experience a period of being sexless, lasting from as short as 2 to 3 years to as long as 7 to 8 years. An article with over 10 million views online states that sex is the first standard for true love. Many married individuals question whether a sexless marriage should be maintained. While marriage is related to love, it is different. When dating, you should be with someone you want to be intimate with, and even when getting married, it should be with someone you desire. When the person you want becomes someone you no longer desire, there are 2 options: break up or get married. After breaking up, the lack of desire is due to distance and hurt. After getting married, it's due to closeness and familiarity. Daily trivialities can crowd out pure emotions. Whether actively or passively, couples transition to spouses, experiencing identity changes. For example, an actor lost sexual desire for his wife after witnessing the birth of their child. Though he was filled with admiration for her, he no longer found her sexually attractive. Their child is now 3 years old, and they've had sex fewer than 10 times, mostly on special occasions like their anniversary and birthdays. For him, sex has become more of a marital ritual rather than driven by physiological desire. He doesn't feel their emotional connection has weakened due to the lack of sex. In fact, he feels their relationship has improved because they align well on parenting and household responsibilities. Entrepreneur Damu, 28, has been married for 2 years. His wife is a celebrity manager, and they both travel frequently. Before marriage, they tried various ways to maintain a weekly sexual routine, even using airport layovers to book hotel rooms. After marriage, they naturally relaxed. Damu believes sexless marriages are normal for young urbanites who prioritize career over intimacy. Their goal is to semi-retire by 35 and have 2 children. For them, marriage is an economic partnership, and sex is less important during their young, hardworking years. Yali, who also entered a sexless marriage after childbirth, used to think it was an issue for people over 40, but she is only 31, and her husband is 29. Initially dejected, she realized through deep conversations with her husband that their lack of sex wasn't due to lack of love or physical need, but rather psychological expectations. After addressing the issue, she found comfort in their routine and the intimacy of non-sexual physical affection. American sex therapist Judith Steinhardt's research shows that as long as couples agree on their frequency of sex, they can maintain intimacy in a sexless marriage. The problem lies not in the lack of sex but in differing expectations. Marriage changes, including the disappearance of privacy and increased familiarity, can erode sexual desire. For example, Netizen Cha felt his wife's lack of grooming and openness about personal habits at home affected his sexual attraction to her. They concluded that the warm familial feeling was worth the loss of sexual attraction. Another online post noted that if a marriage is harmonious, sex only constitutes 10% of the relationship. If it's disharmonious, sex can become 60% of the problem. This harmony includes personality alignment, smooth communication, and shared goals. A woman named Xu Ming, who remarried after divorcing due to unsatisfactory sex life, found that her new husband, despite their rare sexual encounters, maintained intimacy through small gestures and apologies, which made her feel valued and loved. A psychologist friend observed that dissatisfaction with sex often masks a deeper dissatisfaction with love and emotional connection. If you can't give a lot of love, you give a lot of sex. If not sex, then love. Love encompasses care, understanding, sharing, and support. The real issue is not lack of sex but lack of communication. Many couples live like isolated islands under one roof, not opening up or trusting their partner's kindness and tolerance, which leads to being truly sexless. Life comes in stages, each with different priorities. Don't think one state defines your entire life. Concerns about the present state reflect concerns about time. Divorcees worry about not finding someone new, and those in sexless marriages worry about it lasting forever. However, both situations have their positives. Instead of believing in forever, believe in living in the moment. Future you will cherish today. That's all for today's article. If you find the article valuable, please share it. Your likes and shares are our greatest motivation. I hope you find new insights daily and open beautiful new chapters in your life. Here, you will never be alone.